She moved to the U.S. with big dreams and met a boyfriend on Craigslist. Then she vanished.
It's me again, Delightful Soul. How are you doing out there? I hope everyone is doing well. And welcome to my channel. And as always, I thank you for watching. So if you are returning, thank you. And if this is your first time, please subscribe to hear more content. I would love to hear your opinion about this story. So comment below. Now let's get into this video.
On February 24, 2022, 32-year-old Irene Gakwa participated in a video call with her father. That's the last time she ever talked to a family member. Irene Gakwa's last WhatsApp video call with her parents was filled with gentle ribbing, but beneath the banter were hints that something was off. When her face appeared on the phone screen, her daddy teased her that she looked hungry and tired. Her smile was more subdued, he noted. Her short hair, usually braided, was rumpled. That February 24th was the last time anyone in her family saw her. A month later, less than 3 years after Gillette left Kenya for the United States, her family reported her missing at the time of the February video call. Gakwa's parents were not aware she was living in Gillette, Wyoming, with a man she met on a Craigslist forum. They also had no way of knowing that the police would later accuse the man of removing money from her checking account, maxing out her credit cards, and deleting her email account. And they never imagined that 6 months would go without a word from her.
Immigrant was officially reported missing in late March. She lived in Gillette, Wyoming with her boyfriend. But before Irene moved to Gillette, she was following her dreams right here in the Treasure Valley. News Channel 7's Abby Davis spoke with her brother earlier this week about it. Abby?
Christopher Gakwa just wants his sister home. Irene's parents, who live in Kenya, last saw her during a video call on February 24th. Christopher says he knew something was wrong after Irene eventually stopped answering calls and texts altogether.
Irene lived in this area, and the one thing we want to make sure of is that we don't miss anything.
Don't miss anything. That could help find Irene Gakwa. The Kenyan immigrant was 32 years old when she was officially reported missing in late March.
So the last time I saw her was Thanksgiving.
Irene's brother, Christopher Gakwa, says they thought Irene moved to Phoenix.
She was complaining that Idaho was too cold.
A complaint Irene developed after spending 3 years in the Treasure Valley. She was a nursing student at the College of Western Idaho. But Christopher later found out Irene didn't move to Arizona after all.
Before I went to bed, I just decided to text her, "Hey, how you doing? It's been a while. I haven't talked to you. How's everything? How's school?" And she texted me back, but everything was in English, you know. And she said she was good, and school was going well, and she was thinking of switching her, changing her number. And that didn't make any sense.
Didn't make sense for two reasons. Christopher says the family normally communicates in Swahili, and they have a family phone plan.
It's actually cheaper for her to stay on the family plan because she was only paying like $25 for her bill. So why would you change to a more expensive plan?
After a video call with her parents back home in Kenya on February 24th, Christopher says they stopped hearing from Irene altogether.
That's when we knew something was wrong, and that's when I decided the next day that to send the cops to go check on her. So the address that we had for Arizona, we sent the police there. They went and did a check, and she wasn't there.
Irene had actually moved to Gillette, Wyoming, with her boyfriend at the time.
They went and checked, and the boyfriend was there. And the boyfriend told the cops that she had moved out like about 2 weeks ago with like 2 plastic bags of clothes and got in a black SUV and left town.
Christopher says that's the last anyone saw of Irene. The Gillette Police Department told KTVB this week there have been no arrests made in relation to Irene's disappearance. But according to a May News release, Irene's boyfriend, Nathan J. Heitman, is a person of interest. He has since been arrested and charged with 5 separate counts. As stated in a probable cause affidavit, investigators determined Heitman took money from Irene's bank account, used her credit card without authorization, changed the banking password, and deleted her Google account. In one, quote, particular transaction, Heitman bought a shovel, a pair of boots, and a pair of pants from Walmart. Police found the boots and shovel when they searched his house after getting a search warrant. Gillette Deputy Chief of Police Brent Wasson says they are working with the FBI on this missing persons case. But law enforcement aren't the only people looking for Irene.
The morning part of our search began on foot, and now we have moved to horseback and four-wheelers.
Stacy Kester is the lead organizer of community searches.
At least 3 out of the 5 nights a week, we get in smaller groups and we go out driving back roads. When you don't have closure for what happened to one of your family members, it is the one thing that'll keep you up every night.
And while Kester says they will keep searching, the Gakwa family waits for answers and wonders if they'll ever see Irene again.
Not knowing makes it kind of hard. We hope that she comes home, and we hope that if something bad happened to her, we want the person that was responsible for that to be brought to justice.
The Gillette Police Department in Wyoming is requesting information about a 55-gallon metal drum which may have been burned or abandoned within the county. If you know anything about Irene's disappearance, contact the Gillette Police Department.
Well, Nathan is facing a trial for intellectual and financial crimes against Irene. That trial date has been altered at least 2 to 3 times, which is frustrating the family and the community. However, we are thankful to see that there is a concerned community for missing people in her area. They're out there looking for Irene because her family is miles away, and even her brothers that live in the United States, they are at least 3 to 4 hours away. Now, if you know anything about this case or the whereabouts of Irene, please reach out to the authorities to help give answers to her family. Thank you for watching. Bye now.